Hi guys, welcome back to the third set in the game between Tteokbokki and Sune Tokochi. This is the game 2 in week 1 of ASTL season 3. And in this game we have the two captains facing up each other. We have Rush from Angdduk team and Queen from Sune team. Rush is the Terran player in teal color in the top right corner, whereas Queen is Zerg player in the color white in the top left corner. And both of these are established famous players. Queen used to be number 1 post Caspa ranking a few seasons ago, a few KCM or a few ASL seasons ago. He has since then dropped to kind of B class player. He has not been able to defend his ASL championship, and he's been losing to various other players in of various races. Protoss, Snow, to mention one example, and then other players as well. Rush, on the other hand, is a good player. He's a solid Terran player. He's probably number 2 Terran or number 3 Terran right now, just behind Light. I would say he's number 2, just behind Light. And last season he used to be on the same team with Stork and exactly, I think it was Queen, right, in ASTL season 2, right? Or maybe it was season 1, and they made a really good team with a strong Protoss, strong Terran, and strong Zerg. But anyways, now they are in different teams and they're captains of their respective teams. The map is Allegro. This is a new map that I think they have just put out for this ASTL season. I haven't seen it in ASL last season. And let's see what is happening in this game. We have the Zerg scouting in counterclockwise location, so he's going to find the Terran second if this drone scout is going in the right direction. Protoss is going for gasless expand, and the Zerg is going to intercept him in about 20 seconds, and he's going to apply pressure to that SCV. And luckily, Rush has a second SCV coming out because he's going to be able to see this drone. And is he going to turn around? No, he doesn't, because he has a third. Yes, he turns around because he needs one SCV to build the barrack and a third SCV to apply pressure to this drone. The drone kind of get out. Oh, that's interesting. That barrack is not tight. Can Lynx get to the bottom of that barracks? Maybe. Okay, so yeah, I think he leaves just one opening for movement of troops later. Wow, one drone is able to pull out 5 SCVs, building various things as well as defending against the harassment. So Queen is, just being a little bit bugging here, just creating some annoyance for Rush. At the same time, he takes double expansions. This is, I would say, the right move, right? Because the Terran has gone for, I mean, this is as greedy as Terran can get beside 14cc gasless expand. And at the same time, he's denying scouting. That's good because he wants to deny the fact that he is not mining gas. He makes gas, but he did mine, and he's starting to mine gas just now as he makes some the first 2 sets of Zerglings. So Terran is completely in the dark, but so is the Zerg at this moment, because beside from the fact that the Terran expands, the Zerg has no other intel. He's not sure if the Terran is going for bio, going for mag. So, he's okay. He saved that SCV. He should send that SCV all the way to the main. So the Terran builds a factory. So this is going to be a mech build. It could be the 111 build. We'll see. We'll see if he goes for a starport directly after this, or we'll see how many vouchers he makes. And just to talk a little bit about Queen. Queen, is one of the inventor of the Hydra list dent, Hydra rush, Hydra pressure on the Protons while immediately taking a 4th and just droning up like crazy. And this build gets him very, very far in ASL, in spawn ban matches, and even in team leagues in the previous seasons. But eventually different players figure out a way to kind of beat it, to kind of scout correctly and to not overbuild cannon. So this build is currently not really in meta right now. In meta right now. So you know, players have to continually build think of different builds to kind of get ahead in the game. Okay, that drone is very good, and it's still denying scouting for Terran. So Terran doesn't know the layer timing. He doesn't know if Spire is being made or Hydroden or something else. So we'll have to see how Terran reacts. And now Zergling speed has kicked in, and for a few moments Zerg is going to have map control. But what is that? So the Terran has gone for the fast starport. He scans the main of the Zerg, and he sees the normal Spire timing, so that's a relief to see. And he's going to react accordingly. Second scanner is almost done. So now Terran has 4 Marine, 1 starport, and we're wondering what is he going to build from the starport. Is it going to be 1 Valkyrie? We'll see. We'll see what he decided to build. And let's see here, the Zergling Spire is near completion, and we'll see if 9, he saves up a lot of gas. He gained 800 gas, so he's gonna pop out 9 mutas and immediately go for the attack. Another scout just to check the timing, and indeed he see 3 eggs popped out. So that's quite good timing of the scan by Rush. So he knows that he immediately needs to put a lot of turrets, which he does. Zerg is taking, what is this, his 3rd gas? Wow, Zerg is going very gas heavy at this point in the game. I'm not sure if this is the right timing for the 3rd gas or not. Terran has a Valkyrie just to defend against the incoming mutas, and here they come. Here are the first 9 mutas, and we'll see. The Zerg has vision on the Terran's army movement, and he's going to decide where to engage. Does he engage in the front door, or he goes in the back and tries to draw the Terran army back into his main base? We'll see. So he goes for the 2 Valkyries. Wow, 2 Valkyrie does crazy damage on the mutas, and at the same time the Marines push the Zergling back and immediately forces the Zerg to make another 2 Sunkens, for a total of 4 Sunkens. We'll see. We'll see if the Terrans are gonna be able to bust this. I think not, because 2 Sunkens are already done. Good snipe on a stray Marine, but the Marine force is going to move back now. Yeah, he can engage with 5 seconds. But he has a full army intact, and he may be threatening the 3rd base, right? We'll see how he can get into the 3rd base. The 3rd base also has a ram. It's a big ram, it's not a small ram, so it's a little bit easier to bust than a smaller ram like on Fighting Spirit or on Eclipse. But the Zerg is going around for counter-attack, and yes, he's able to breach the opening of the Terran's entrance, but he is going to have to escape because 3 Valkyries are coming back. And how many Valkyries does it take to kill Scourge, to kill a pair of Scourge? I'm not sure. How many volleys does it take? Because there's a critical amount of Valkyries needed to stay alive, just like there's a critical amount of Stairs. 6 Stairs is usually safe for you to stay alive when you're faced with Scourges. With weapon 1 upgrade, it's maybe 5 Scares, it's just good enough. Oh wow, what is going on? Terrible Scourge micro, and Queen just completely missed all of the Valkyries. He tries to fight again, he kills 2 Valkyries, was it? That was quite good. He's able to kill 2 Valkyries, and there's just 2 remaining from a total of 4. Okay, he's gonna be able to catch another. Nope, he misses. And yes, he just gets away with his Valkyries, and he's gonna try to kill the 2 remaining. Wow, just 2 volley from the Valkyries, from 1 Valkyrie, and the Zerg Scourge is already down to half health. 2 tanks out for the Terran. Rush has a kind of huge psi advantage, 94 to 63, so almost more than 30 size advantage. But is he going to be able to capitalize? That depends on this first move out. If his stray tank is going to get caught off guard by the Zerg and 2 more Marines and a science vessel, how can Rush let this happen? He lost 1 tank, 1 science vessel, and 2 Marine in just a single bad army movement. But he's gonna engage anyway. He says, screw this, I'm moving out. I am gonna siege this position, and he lays his tank down. The Marines are behind to protect, but medics are lost in the process. Too many stray units. Wow. He needs to come back and regroup his army much better. One more tank is gone. Just 1 tank is not fast enough to siege this position. A lot of Sunkens are there to stall the tanks, but what is the status of the Defiler Mount? It's done. So Defilers are being in the making. Come on, you need to scan, good scan. So this good scan is able to save the tank. But Terran still need to bust through 6 more Sunkens before he can get to any economic. What? Are you kidding me? He lost another tank, so he lost, I think, three tanks already, and he's able to do 0 damage to the base of the Zerg, and he has no expansion in sight. The Zerg has tech ready, he has Nidus Canal ready, he has Defilers ready. The Terran has 1 last shot, guys. This 1 last shot to bust this defensive line before Defiler kicks in, and Defiler is ready. He is going to, yes, and the tank knows it, and the tank is moving out. But is he going to get scouted? No, at least he doesn't get busted by the lurkers over there. Finally, science vessels are out after too many Valkyries getting lost by Scourge. And he also built his 2nd starport, so we'll see what the Terran can do to turn this game around. I would say that the Zerg is behind inside, a lot behind inside, but in terms of positioning he's okay, in terms of tech he's okay. So we'll see. Terran is moving out. He's deciding whether to attack the 2nd base or the 3rd base. He's checking the 12 o'clock just to see if there's any expansion over there. He's checking the bottom left to see. He's moving Marines everywhere to make sure that Zerg doesn't have a hidden expansion. You know, sometimes Zerg puts an expansion in an off location, then use a Nidus Canal to stream our forces over there, then just push forward with Sunkens to finally take the base. So Terran doesn't want to let that happen. Terran is thinking of taking the 4 o'clock base, right? So this is a good base to take because it's not too close to the Zerg, and is easily defensible from the 2 o'clock base. Oh, another stray Valkyries. What is going on with Rush's, you know, multitasking, if you should say, or just paying attention, just making sure his armies are grouped together. If these mutants find this base, will they be able to stop it? Come on, you need to go around and try to kill the SCV who's building the command center. Let's see here. So Zerg has, what is it, 5 or 6 hatcheries. Wow, Terran double expands. He's like, you know, I have you contained over there, so I'm gonna double expand. I'm surprised that Zerg has not decided to move out. He have Defilers, right? He have Consume, I think he definitely has Plague. I'm sorry, he definitely has Dark Swarm, so he should just go ahead and just move out, which he does right now. 1 tank is not good enough to stop Defilers and... wait, what? The Defiler didn't cast his spell. I'm quite sure the Defiler was going out there to cast the spell. But anyway, surprisingly, somehow Queen is still contained in his base, even though he has got his tech up really fast, and now he's down around, what is it, 60 supply, 55 supply, and that's terrible. Okay, finally Zerg has decided to move out with a small forces army, but the Defiler is immediately plagued. At least he's able to cast 2 Dark Swarm, which may make room for future army movement. Ochlis Carven is out. Drone is moving around trying to build a 4th base somewhere. I think that the macro of Queen is slipping, guys. I mean, look at his APM, it's only 330. and Rush is 300 and 400, whereas Zerg is supposed to be the more intensive race of out of all of the three bases. Zerg is trying to hide a drone here, but nope, it's not gonna fool Rush. Queen is not able to hide this hit base. The bottom base also is in risk of being discovered by this group of marine medic. Zergling is desperately trying to reinforce the position, but they are. Oh, I'm surprised Terran decided to move up the ramp. Is he able to get the base? Come on! Maybe not. That was a kind of terrible decision, I think, from Terran. He should have stayed on the ramp and wait for reinforcement. Come on, scan. If you don't scan, you are going to lose this fight. Yes, he loses the fight. And he's pushing in at the Zerg's expansion. This is chaotic. We don't know what's happening. Army movement everywhere. And again, the Terran has pinned the Zerg in his base. The Zerg has a fourth hatchery building, but is it ever going to complete? We'll see. We'll see if it has Nidus Canal set up in time, because right now just one lurker is not enough to stop this incoming stream of Marine Medic and Science Vessel. Wow, 172 side to 95 side. This is crazy. The Zerg doesn't have enough time to get up his Nidus Canal. One lone Zerg Ultralist gets eliminated. A group of Zerglings come in to attack an empty bunker, but they immediately get wiped out by a group of 6 Marines. I think Terran has this game in the bag, guys. Zerg has to tank, Zerg has Defiler, Zerg has Ultras, but he's making all the wrong army movement choices. He's not moving armies quick enough, he's not moving armies into strategic positions, he's not attacking the right bases, he's not defending the right bases. His army is just kind of in the wrong places at the wrong time. And now this is his last ditch attack. He's gonna go for the expansion of the Terran, but his reinforcing Defiler is killed, and this final attack from Zerg is lost. Zerg has no choice now, guys. Terran is on equal bases, even more bases than Zerg, has a ton of science vessels, has healthy army set up everywhere. The Zerg is desperately trying to move out in several locations on the map, but the Zerg has tabs on all those locations. Zerg expands. Oh, hidden expansion. But it's immediately scouted by the Terran. And Terran goes for 5th expansion, 5th base, guys. This is ridiculous. Zerg cannot win this game. But Queen doesn't GG. Zerglings are cheap, and he thinks that he can good Dark Swarm. At least Zerg is going to be able to prevent this base of the Terrans from going up. But is he going to stop the expansion, or is he going to go up the ramp? We'll see. In the meantime, the Terran is delivering the final blow to the Zerg's Expo. He needs to irradiate them all. Yes, irradiates 1 Ultra, 2 Ultra, 3 Ultras, 4th Ultra. There's no Definers to irradiate, so he's just content to sit outside and wait for the irradiation to take effect. Zerg is clearing out the Terran's bottom base, but no, just a few forces remaining. Oh, surprisingly, the Zerg has reinforced with just tons of stuff from nowhere. That's because the Terran has lifted the embargo on the Zerg's third main. Oh, what is this? Failed eraser trick. Wow, Zerg is coming in, and Zerg is destroying the 4th base of the Terran. I think Queen has a slight chance to get back in this game, guys, if his reinforcing army is able to defeat this group. Oh, come on, you need to. Wow, overpowered repair. And that's it. That's the end of the game. Queen loses, and Tteokbokki team has won this game, and we move on to the 4th game. See you soon.